Welcome to the Activity Registration Training module of Fall Leadership Training. My name is Griffin Fox, and I work as the Application Administrator in WCSA. In this session, you will learn about how to register an event using CCC and some of the WCSA policies you should keep in mind when planning your next event. Almost all student organization activities should be registered through the CCC Activity Registration Form. This includes all activities and events, fundraising activities, collection drives, Shops at Wilco events, and awareness campaigns. The only activities not needing activity registration are practices, rehearsals, and executive board meetings without services. Before looking at the form, let us discuss the activity registration timeline. For larger events with over 100 people, or events that will be in the Strong Auditorium, the May Room, or the Feldman Ballroom, we ask that you submit your activity registration request at least 30 days in advance. Activities with alcohol service or use of the ticket system also require 30 days advanced registration. For all other events, please register at least 14 days in advance. There are certain exceptions to this rule of thumb, like if you intend to have guest speakers, invite minors, work with animals, etc. So if you have any doubts, contact your advisor to review your timeline. Furthermore, if your student organization is planning to travel, you must register the travel if you are going more than 50 miles from campus or staying overnight at an off-campus location. Now that we have noted the timeline, let us dive into the actual activity registration. From your student organization's dashboard, click the Events button. Then click the green Create Event button to get started. Nice, we are now looking at the first page of the activity registration form. All 9 steps of this form impact how your event will be displayed on the Events tab in CCC, from the description to the images to the registration and everything in between. In this first section, fill out the required fields with the information to be listed on your CCC event. In this next section, choose the time of your event. One issue that students have faced in previous years involved registering recurring events. If you have a regularly occurring meeting or activity and you do not want to have to fill out this form multiple times for one event, please make sure you signify it in the activity registration form. There is a specific question asking if your activity is recurring. The event standardization team will have the dates from your EMS reservation, so you do not have to worry about putting them anywhere in the activity registration form. Please do not try to create the recurring events yourself. The WCSA team is here to assist you. Next, list the location of your event. You can control who can view this location and conditionally display the location until after the attendee has registered. Now, upload any graphics you would like for your event. If you do not have graphics at the time of filling out this form, please do not edit your event to upload graphics after it has been approved. Any modifications to your submission run the risk of restarting the workflow and requiring reapproval of your event. If you want to make any changes after submitting your form, reach out to your advisor. For access and display, you can conditionally display your event based on one of tons of distinct categories of users. This is ideal for using CCC to schedule internal meetings or club events that are not open to the general public. By default, your events are listed on the Events tab to everyone, so you must manually select your desired display settings if you want any other configurations. Last note about this initial form, please disable Send a Feedback Request for your event. By default, it is enabled, and it will send an email to all users that registered for your event. We know many students and organizations are not interested in this feedback, and it is burdensome and generates a lot of email spam, so please remember to disable a feedback request unless explicitly desired. Now, this is the second part of the activity registration form. The first form determined how your event is displayed on CCC, and this second form is used to manage the logistics of your event. What is nice is that it grows and shrinks based on the complexity of your event. For straightforward events, like general interest meetings or general member meetings, this can be filled out in around 5 clicks. But for more complicated events that include campus partners like ECM, facilities, etc., this form will automatically include the necessary questions needed to utilize these additional resources and generate a workflow with the right contacts. Make sure you select the correct activity type. This will help you in the planning process. One thing you will need is your EMS reservation ID to move forward in activity registration. You will receive this once a virtual EMS request is submitted for the space in which you want to host your activity. You will need to enter that number on a following page based on the activity type selected. The form has been updated to incorporate many of the other forms that students were needing to complete. This will make it easier for all students to complete the activity registration process. Once you submit this last part of the form, behind the scenes, we have automatically created a new workflow with the necessary contacts and the approval process has begun. If your advisor or any additional resources have any clarifying questions, they will reach out via CCC chat. By utilizing these two forms and abiding by a reasonable timeline, every registration can be done in a snap. We've learned how to fill out these forms and some of the best practices associated with filling them out. We have also explored some WCSA policies when planning for your next event. For any further questions, please check out the Activity Registration Guidelines page or reach out to your student organization's advisor. We hope you enjoy the rest of Fall Leadership Training and have a great semester.